Hello guys, my name is Dane and I was lucky enough to get into the Ghost Recon Wildlands closed beta. And I was super excited for this because I've always been a huge fan of the Ghost Recon franchise, especially Ghost Recon Future Soldier. If you don't know what this game is about, it's a tactical third-person shooter where you play as an elite soldier controlling an elite squad called the Ghosts, and you're trying to free Bolivia from a drug cartel. And the way you go about this is you have to gather intel on where the different drug lords are located, or where the important persons, the points of interest, where all of these things are located. You have to gather information from documents, PDA, hacking computers, interrogating, so sometimes killing each and every person in a camp is not always advised. Sometimes you gotta interrogate the lieutenant, the captain, or the drug leader, or whoever is the point of interest. You gotta interrogate them. So you can't just go in guns blazing all of the time to get what you need. And it's not like you get all of the information at once. You have to go to different points to get different bits of information and lure them out, the bosses that you gotta kill, or you gotta capture, or you gotta interrogate. You gotta go through a, well, I wouldn't say lengthy process, because I did not feel that it was lengthy at all. I felt like it was necessary. It felt cool. It felt like I was actually doing something to get the intel. It was not something like an AI saying, oh, we have soldiers or we have spies that have gathered these intels or these points of interest. You were the one doing the research. You were the one getting hands deep into the dirt and collecting that intel. Now, for any of you guys out there who have tried other Ghost Recon games, if I would have to compare this game to those, I would have to say that it's a Ghost Recon game merged together with a Far Cry game. Because unlike the other games, Wildlands is open world, and oh boy, is the world huge. I only had access to a small section of the map, even though that small section was still really big. But it was very limited of what I could access in the closed beta because, well, it's a beta. So before getting into the game itself, you have to create your own character. And you can do a lot of stuff with your physical appearance, but not a whole lot with like the minor details. You can't change the muscle tone, you can't really change the shape of your eyes, the shape of your mouth, but you can choose from presets, and you can still customize a whole lot even in there. And then with the clothing, you can really go mad. You can choose all sorts of different types of gloves, shoes, pants, armor. You can choose different types of hats, and you can wear a sweater, a hoodie, or you can wear a tactical vest, or you can wear full body armor. You can customize so much in the clothing department, and that's not even the best part. When you get into customizing your weapons, of course in the closed beta we only had a limited access to weapons and to things we could customize the weapons with. But if you have played any of the earlier Ghost Recon games, you will be accustomed to this type of gunsmith. You can change in between different iron sights. Like, you don't have to use one kind of iron sight. You can choose between like 5 different types of iron sights. You've got different scopes. You can change the barrel, the muzzle, you can change the trigger, you can change the stock of the weapon, what type of magazine you use. Like, it's insane. Escape from Tarkov have got a whole lot of stuff going for it with their gunsmith customization when it comes to weapons. But Ghost Recon did it first, believe me. Now, once you've created your character and you've decided what kind of person you want to be, you get into the game and you're greeted with your squad mates. You have 3 AI squad mates that you control, but if you do have friends that own the game too, you can play with them and then they kind of step in instead of the AI. So you can play together with 3 other friends and you can do whatever you want to do. You can go about it like a tactical squad. You can try and do call-outs. You can go in guns blazing, chaos. You can do whatever you want. You can even just troll around if that's what you want to do. And the thing that I love about Wildlands is it's open world. You can go about an objective more or less any way you like. Of course, sometimes you can't really go guns blazing. You have to be stealthy because you gotta interrogate a guy or you gotta collect intel and you really gotta avoid some of the miniguns around. But still, besides that, you can more or less go about it in any way you like. And in my opinion, open world 9 out of 10 times improves a game, no matter what. Every time I play a game that's open world, I have way more fun with it than I would have if it wasn't open world. So just being open world, it's a huge improvement. I just love that part of it. I do love the customization, not only with your character, your clothing, and your weapons and the accessories you can choose for your weapons. You unlock new weapons and new accessories for your weapons around the map. You either find parts here and there, you find weapons here and there, or you unlock them after you've done certain missions. You've unlocked them after you've reached a certain point in resources. And that's really a cool way to go about it. You have to find these different things. So there's a never-ending customization process, and it feels like the time that you spend is being rewarded. I had to go around searching for all of these different little things so I can customize my weapon, so I could have different underbarrel attachments, but I had to find them first, and I really liked that. And sometimes when you just interrogate random, well, I wouldn't say random, but they were value targets, you interrogate them and then they give up locations on either resources, weapon crates, missions, or weapon parts. And I really loved that thing about it. So whenever you saw a question mark, you were like, ooh, I wonder what that is. I want to go over there. I want to see what I get from that question mark. Is it a weapon part? Do I get a new sniper? Do I get a machine gun? Do I get a cool pistol? What do I get? Do I get a new clothing item? So it constantly kept me like on the toes, like, ooh, there's something new over there. I have to go check it. And that's one of the things I just love about open world games. And another thing about it is they've added in bullet ballistics. There's travel time, travel speed. They have different times to reach the target, and there's bullet drop. Another thing that I like about the game is the skill system. You get in, you have a certain set of standard equipment that you can upgrade. You get skills from doing tasks, doing missions, and you gather resources like medical supplies. You get resources in the style of gasoline, or you get intel, you get electronics, you get vehicles. You can get like a medical chopper, and that will then give you a whole lot of medical supplies. And you then use those supplies and a skill point to upgrade some of your skills. Like you can be more resistant to bullets, you can resurrect your teammates faster, you can fly longer with your drone, and the battery of your drone is further on. You can improve your vision because you have night vision. You can also get infrared vision. You can get a whole lot of perks and adjustments to your skill, like improve a lot of the damage or how much ammo you can carry for that specific item or that specific weapon. Now, things I did not really like that much. The cover system. I had hoped that the cover system would be like it was in Ghost Recon Future Soldier. In case you haven't tried that game, the cover system is exactly like how the cover system is now in The Division. So if you want to see how the cover system is, you can go over there and check one of the videos out for The Division, because that cover system is just cool. And it's been in place in Ghost Recon Future Soldier and earlier games, so I don't see why they did not add it in Ghost Recon Wildlands, because I really needed that. This cover system felt lackluster. It didn't feel like I was in cover at all. The AI of my squad mates are cool. They do everything they can to avoid getting caught, and they do get kills, and they are valuable. But what I do not like is the fact that when I used them to, well, I tried to place a squad order, like go on the other side of this small building, because I need you guys to be on the other side so we can do a pinch maneuver. They just walked as the crows fly, straight through the entire camp, and then they got caught and got shot at, and then the stealth was out of the picture. So I was like, what the hell are you even doing? You're supposed to be elite soldiers, tactical. You called the ghosts. Why do you just go in between, well, into the camp? That really irritated me, because I had hoped that they would kind of flank around and still not get caught to get into position, but that just wasn't the case. And even though the world is big and it feels alive and it feels lived in, I still feel that the civilian AI is lackluster. I've never seen a civilian doing something. They constantly just walk around or drive around. I haven't seen anyone like doing a specific task of any sort. If you were playing Witcher 3, or if you were playing Skyrim or GTA or any game like that, every NPC was doing something. They were either growing crops, they were repairing a car, they were talking with someone, they were having a conversation. But in Ghost Recon Wildlands, they were just walking around at random places. And boss fights. Well, I don't know why, but I kinda expected going into the boss fight to be more like The Division, where the bosses are a bit more of a bullet sponge. They can just take a whole lot of damage. But as in earlier Ghost Recon games, Well, basically, they were really easy to kill. Of course, they had to get like 2 or 3 headshots instead of just 1 as the regular NPCs, but you could still do it fairly easy if you were tactical about it. Now, if you got noticed or they saw you, any sort of style like that, you would have a significantly harder time dealing with the boss fight. But other than that, if you just went about it tactically, you could kill the bosses easily. I don't know why, but I felt a little bit disappointed. Of course, it's cool that they treated boss fights and the bosses and the drug lords as humans, like they are not superhumans. They do have cool personalities, let me tell you that, but it's not like it's gonna be a really difficult fight. Getting up to them is gonna be difficult, but other than that, not really. I didn't get a chance to try out co-op because I was working the entire weekend, so I had very limited time at odd hours to play this game. So unfortunately, I can't comment on the co-op because I haven't tried it. But that's it for me from this time, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and do let me know in the comment section below what you think about this video in general, about Ghost Recon Wildlands, and did you guys get into the closed beta, and if you did, what did you think about it? Now, if any of you out there are wondering, should I be getting this game? Well, if you like any just regular open world game with a lot of action, then I'm sure you'll like this one. If you like Far Cry, I'm sure you'll like this. And if you like Ghost Recon games, you should definitely pick this game up. I enjoyed it a whole lot. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.